Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo Perez and I'll be unboxing the box that I received in the mail. Let's do it. I got a bunch of stuff here. Flashcards. Bag. PPE. Looks like. These. And we got a bunch of surgical instruments. Let's lay them out. A lot of different ones. Okay. Okay, so that looks like all the instruments there laid out on the table. So my first impressions are they look kind of intimidating. Probably because it's a lot of instruments. It's a lot of scissor type instruments, I would say. There's like a bunch of different, I'm sure they're all used for different things, but to me, there's just a lot of scissor looking things. This thing here is pretty weird. So yeah, my first impressions are everything looks a little bit intimidating just because I have no clue what some of these things are for. So let's start over here. This one, I would think it's used for maybe picking up small items, I would say. It looks like tweezers. I would think you would use this maybe removing small particles from like maybe bone fragments or things of that nature, like in your arm or leg, things like that. This one kind of looks the same as the other one, except the end of it is more flat. It's kind of the same thing. I would say you would use it on maybe an arm or a leg to get into a tight spot, maybe to grab something. But yeah, it kind of looks like the other one. This one here, again, smaller at the end. Maybe for something extremely small that the surgeon may be trying to get out of a patient, whether that be, again, anywhere on the body. I would say you could use this because it's really small. This here, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say you would use it. Maybe you're opening up the chest area. Uses to expand the chest open so that it doesn't close on the surgeon while he's operating. Yeah, I would say it'd be maybe like a heart surgery or something like that. This is what I think this would be used for. I'm just taking a wild guess here. This here, what could this be? Oh man, this is. I thought it was a saw at first, but doesn't look like it. You know what? I don't really know what this would be used for. I have no idea. Maybe like you put on, maybe if you're operating on somebody and you put your tools on here or something like that. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Yeah, this one's got me stumped. This one looks kind of the same as the other one, but it's not really a tweezer. Maybe a filer to file down some bone, maybe while you're doing an operation on the nose or something like that, I would say. That's interesting. These are some sort of scissor. At the end, looks like two little clips at the end. I would say maybe to hold gauze while the surgeon's operating on someone. He uses to maybe put the gauze at the end, wipe it down while the surgeon's operating to wipe some of the blood away. And that surgery could be anything, you know, leg surgery, arm surgery, heart surgery, just so that you're not wiping it with your hands. You would use this. This here looks like maybe some sort of suction tube to suck liquids out while you're doing an operation on an individual. It's not really flexible, so maybe if this hooks up to something else, yeah, maybe just some type of suction. These look like tweezers. There seems to be a bunch of these and a bunch of scissor-like ones. I would say this would be used for man, I keep going back to maybe like some type of fragments, maybe, or they hold something for the surgeon while the surgeon's maybe somebody broke an arm. Maybe they hold like a screw for the surgeon or something like that, I would say. So it could be used for like broken arm, broken leg, things like that. This here is interesting. Well, this I would say kind of goes with the other one that I mentioned earlier about the, say it goes hand in hand with this one. Maybe with this one, you open one side of the chest, and then with this one, you put it on the other side to open up the chest, I would say, for heart surgery. Kind of makes sense. These, I would say, kind of go hand in hand with the other ones I just mentioned, with that one. But maybe a little smaller, maybe doing an operation on a leg, using these to keep the incision open so it doesn't close. It's not as big as the other one. but it looks like it would be for something like that. These just look like regular scissors to me. Oh, actually, these look like something you would use when the surgeon's stitching somebody up. So you have this here holding the string for the stitches, and then the surgeon would be using it to stitch somebody up, and that could be, you know, after someone gets a surgery on any part of their body, when the surgeon stitches them up, he would use this to hold the string. This looks like two little pinchers at the end. This could be for maybe removing, maybe I'm gonna take a wild guess, but you know, if somebody comes in with a bullet wound, you use that to grab the bullet, take it out. I'm just taking a wild guess here. There just seems to be a lot of these scissor type things, and I know each one has its own purpose, but that's what's my guess. These kind of go hand in hand with these, I would think. They're curved like an S. It says retractor on it, so I'm guessing it holds something in place so it doesn't close. Again, it could be used for the heart. Somebody's having a heart surgery, maybe a smaller person. They would use this to keep the chest open. Okay, again, we have some scissors here. Looks like scissors. These look like clamps, so maybe holds things in place for the doctor when he's operating on someone. Okay, this looks like some type of this one's kind of interesting. Maybe just to move things out of the way when the doctor's trying to get to wherever he's trying to get at, I would think. Yeah, some of these are super difficult to even think what it could be used for. Yeah, let's see. Again, we have other scissors. This looks like a smaller version of this. These are way bigger, and these are smaller. So it looks like maybe to hold something in place, an item that's smaller. Could be gauze again, but it says it's 4-cap clamp. So yeah, it should be. I mean, maybe used to clamp an artery so the patient doesn't bleed out while the doctor's trying to close that up. Okay, these again, scissor type things. These look like scissors, so maybe when the surgeon's stitching somebody up, uses it to cut the stitches after he's done. Seems like that's what it would be used for. These have some type of hole in the end. A sponge stick. Well, by reading that, I would assume you grab a sponge and you would use it to wipe away fluids maybe from the person's body when the dog surgeon's operating, or blood. So you would use this to grab the sponge and then just dab wherever it is you want to remove whatever liquid it is. This here, this is a retractor. I'm guessing it goes hand in hand with some type of heart surgery. I'm not really sure how this would be used or for what type of body part or surgery. Yeah, I don't have no idea, but I'm guessing it goes hand in hand with the heart surgery. Use this for that. This tissue fork cap. So I would think it's to remove tissue from anywhere on the body. You would use this to remove the tissue, put it to the side, maybe body fat, things of that nature. These look like just bigger clamps. Maybe again, same thing for sponge. They look a little bit bigger than the other ones, but kind of the same tip at the end, I would think. This here would think this is some type of syringe, maybe. I'm not really sure. Looks like you would use it. It's hollow, so it can be a syringe. I take that back. Yeah, this one's got me stumped. I have no idea what this would be for. This one here, this one here I would think you would use to grab something small out of a person's body, whether it be a bullet casing or other items, because it has like a grip at the end. Yeah, that seems like it would be for that. These kind of go out at the end. It's right angle. Probably maybe to get into a tight space, but you need to get in at an angle, so you would use these to maybe like cut something or grab something that's at an angle. So you would go in, grab it, because it's bent at the end to the right. This, try to figure out here. Oh boy, I have no idea what it looks like. A little piece of plastic in there. It comes out of there. It's a catheter, maybe, I would think. That's what I'm going with. This here, to maybe use it to grab larger pieces of tissue out of the human body when there's doing surgery on it, I would think. I feel like I've seen this already. It says it's a teeth, so maybe to grab small items like teeth, things of that nature. um, out of the body. Some of these items are this to me, they look the same, but some are bigger and some are smaller. It's kind of hard to tell which goes to what. Like these scissors, for example, these look like clamps, again, for sponges or gauze. This looks like you would use to retract something, maybe operating on the nose or the mouth, something like that. This maybe to hold again tissue or something like that. I'm going by off what it says here as well. It says tailored tissue forceps. It's kind of like at an angle as well, so maybe in a tight spot you would use this. Again, more scissors, kind of look like the other ones. Hold things in place during surgery. This looks like a smaller version of some of the other items. Clamp things. And these look like two clamps at the end. Maybe use it to grab tissue out from the surgery, things of that nature. Most of these you would just use during the surgery, of course. But I mean, I know each one has its own function, but some of them look the same. So yeah, I would just say this uses just to clamp things.